Hey, WealthLab 8 users, Glitch here. Today we're going to talk about what's new in WealthLab 8 Build 4. There are 6 new features I want to talk about, so let's get started. The first new item is a new performance metric, equity curve slope. This was suggested by SuperTicker in our last webinar, so we added a new performance metric that will give you the slope of the linear regression of the equity curve. So let me open up a strategy here. This strategy I just got today from Robert or Cone from our forums, and it's pretty interesting. He created it using the genetic evolver. It has kind of some weird rules in here, but had incredible performance. And we were talking about it on our Discord, on our Trading War Room Discord. I'll put the link to our Discord below if you're interested in joining. But here, let me just click Run Backtest here. This is running on the NASDAQ 100 for the most recent 10 years. And it is now giving us our result. So here we go. Look at that equity curve, pretty impressive. It even performed exceptionally well during periods like the financial crisis. So once again, you can get more details on our Trading War Room Discord. But let's look at the metrics report. And here's the new metric, slope of equity curve. So if we do look at our equity curve, with this particular example, yeah, it's obvious to see that it's sloping up, but you may get equity curves that kind of bounce around and then at the very end have a surge up, or you could result in a profit like this, but yet the slope, considering all of the points in the equity curve, would be down. So with this metric, you can now target this in optimizations to find strategies with a positive or the most positive equity curve slope. So that's the first feature. Next, a new order type in our core WealthLab framework. So let me create a quick strategy here, a quick code-based strategy to illustrate this. And in this strategy, I'm simply going to check to see if the bar of data that I'm processing is equal to the last bar of data in the bar history that is being tested. So if the index that this execute method is processing is equal to the count of the bar history minus 1, then I want to place an order. So I'm going to place so let's first give it the bars object. We'll give it the transaction type buy. Next, we give it an order type. So this is the new order type I was talking about. It is LimitClose. And we need a limit price that we want this order to go to. And so I'll say bars dot low, the low of the current bar. So what this will do is we'll place a limit close order at the low of the current bar. So that means it's similar to a market close order, which means it'll execute at the close of the bar, but it will only execute if the price is at or below the specified order price. So therefore, it's not a market close order, it's a limit close. So let's run this on a single symbol. Since Tesla just reported earnings, let's run it on Tesla here. We should get an alert. Okay, so I got one signal, buy 5 at limit close. So let's change our broker here to the dummy broker. And what's going to happen if I stage this order? Okay, so I've now staged this order into the order manager. It's a limit close, and I'm going to submit it. So let's connect to the dummy broker first of all. Okay, we're connected, so we can now place this order. Okay, so I placed it, and it says wait for close. So that means the order manager will hold the order, and it will wait a specified number of seconds before the market close, and that specified number of seconds is defined here in trading preferences right here. Market close, limit close orders are submitted how many seconds before the market closes? So this will wait for 10 seconds before the market close, then it will submit that, in this case, as a limit order. So that is the new order type, limit close. Next, we have a supporting feature for the limit close order type. Now, there is certain brokers have a proper order of type limit on close, which means you can submit the order to the broker as a limit on close order. And the way we handle that in WealthLab 8 is through a trading preference here. Use LOC, limit on close orders, when possible. So if this is enabled, and if I am sending this to a broker that supports limit on close in WealthLab 8, currently Interactive Brokers or TD, those orders would get submitted as a limit on close. So that is the limit close and limit on close support. Next, let's get into the charting a little bit from within a strategy. So do I still have that strategy open? Yeah, I do. So let's go back to the code editor. Let's show an example here. Let's pick an index. Let's say if index is equal to bars.count minus 50, we'll go 50 bars back. We're going to say draw bar annotation. So draw bar annotation lets you write some text above or below a bar in the chart and any particular index. Now we have a new overload though. So the second overload here lets you pass, instead of the text, you can pass this text shape enumerated type. So we're going to say text shape dot, and you have all of these different kind of symbols to choose from. So let's say an 8-pointed star, and we want it at bar number IDX, and we want it above the bar, false. We'll go below the bar, and next we give it a color. Let's say aqua, since I'm using the dark theme here, we want it to stand out, and we want to make it a font size of 16. Okay, so let's compile that. Let's run this again on Tesla, and let's take a look at the chart completed. So here's our little symbol, our little 8-pointed star, rendered by DrawBarAnnotation with the new text shape. So if you click text shape here, the quick ref pops open, showing you all of the possible symbols as well. So that was DrawBarAnnotation. Next, when you run simulations of a strategy, often you want to see the effect of commissions. So typically commissions are controlled in backtest settings. Right up here, commission, you could choose from a number of different commission types to simulate. Now there's a new option, use market symbol commission when defined. So what does this mean if I turn this on? If I enable this, then if I go to my markets and symbols tool, this shows you all of the markets defined in WealthLab 8, including the US stocks. So if I right click here or click the button up there, I can define a commission for this market. So I would check this box to tell it I do want to define a commission. I could select which commission I want, and then that commission will show up here, flat 495 that I just defined. And since I enabled this feature here under backtest preference commissions, it would use that market commission whenever I'm backtesting on US stocks. So you can now set up different commissions for different markets, even different symbols. For example, you may need to use different commission settings for crypto versus stocks. So everything is now more fully under your control regarding commissions. One more feature, a new indicator. So let's open a chart. Should we go back to Tesla? Let's look at the new indicator. It is called ConsecCandle. So let's drag that over. There's really no parameters. It simply analyzes the data and tells you how many consecutive bars were light candles, where the close was greater than the open. So you could see here we had Tesla had 10 consecutive bars where the close was greater than the open, or how many consecutive bars of dark candles where the close was less than the open. So this is the new indicator. I actually used this in a neural net strategy that I hope to cover in a video pretty soon. That was the basis of why I wanted to create this. I wanted to do some analysis on these candle types and actually got some pretty interesting results. So hope to publish that soon, but that's it for now, everyone. Thanks for watching, and see you all back on the forums.